Do you want me to start the intro?
Yes.
Okay, tell me when we're recording.
Well, I hit the record button like
Oh,
12 seconds
okay,
ago.
okay. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Ultraranger, the show where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kaiju in between. I'm your co-host, Ultralane.
And I am your host, Ultra Gar.
Yeah, Gar can't keep it together because we watched some interesting episodes this week.
One of them wasn't meant to be funny, but one of them just ended up becoming funny.
Yeah, like one was like weird, one was stupid, one was awesome and weird, and then one was actually really serious and good. Like we got like a mixed bag of everything in these 4 episodes we watched. We got stupid, funny, awesome, and really serious.
So yeah, we are talking about Ultraseven episodes 43, 44, and Ultraman Dyna episodes
42 and 43.
42 and 43.
Yep.
Next episode, we're changing that so that we're back on the same numbering.
Yeah, because that bothers the shit out of me.
It is. It's also bugging me.
Oh, but anyways, let's jump into Ultraseven. So, episode 43, Nightmare of Planet Number 4. I noticed Ultraman really likes the number 4. Basically, Dan and Soga fly this rocket because they're, like, gonna explore outside the solar system. So, like, they go into, like, this deep sleep, and then they wake up and they're on, like, this totally different planet. But it looks like our planet, but it's not.
Yeah, because apparently the rocket, known as the Scorpion, it got off course, and that's how they ended up there. The other members of the TDF, they're in the dark, both literally and figuratively.
They apparently they were asleep for like 30 days, so like
how are they still
like
alive?
in space. They were cryogenically sleeping. They like froze themselves.
In those chairs.
Yeah, in those chairs. Yeah, but everyone's kind of like not talking to them. And then at one point, like they run into this little kid who's on a bike, who like a truck drives past him. Doesn't look like it would have hit him at all.
No.
Because like we can't endanger a child on the show. But then like they help the kid out, and so he's like, "Oh, thanks, mister."
But somehow they all still speak Japanese.
And then General and his soldiers come to pick them up, and it's like, "Oh, like, come with us." And this general was really fucking annoying because he kept like chewing on something, and he just kept doing it the whole time, and we just kept hearing this fucking chewing noise. Like, every time he was on screen, you'd hear him fucking chewing on something. It was really fucking annoying.
I'm glad that I wasn't the only one. I'm like, are you chewing tobacco or something? What are you chewing on that's making that annoying noise?
Yeah, it was like a nut or something. Yeah, so like I was trying to like really follow this episode. Like at one point there was a really cool effect shot where like the main head guy or whatever like that, he removes like where his eyes are, and you see like circuits and stuff, and his eyeballs are there, and then this woman like pulls like part like the back of his head where like you see like circuits and stuff. So that was really cool. It reminded me of Star Trek when like ever they like had to like do like repairs on Data, and they'd like take off a piece of his hair on his head, and then you'd see like all of his like circuits and stuff. So that was cool. But like, so apparently like the humans on this planet built robots, and then the robots became sentient, and they didn't like how they were being treated, so they like enslaved the humans, and then they've just been like over time executing them. So like we see like them like filming stuff, and they have like all these extras that keep getting shot, but they're actually just humans being killed off. And they're like, "Oh, that was a great batch of extras we got this time. Well, I can't wait for the next batch of extras to come in." And then, like in like a gymnasium, they just have humans lined up. And they just keep fucking shooting them and killing them and killing them and killing them. And I'm just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, I think they said like in 500 years, the humans on their planet will go extinct.
Yeah, so
And
it's really weird.
But I just love the joke though. It's like, these are real people. You guys just killed real humans. Yeah? What, you guys don't do that on Earth in your dramas? It's like, oh my goodness. I mean, sorta, but not really. I know there's
in like regular shows, like actors usually just like, they pretend to die, but in this they're just like, "Oh, no. If we kill off the characters in our shows, they're dead, like legit dead. Never seen them again."
I know there's method acting, but this is like whole nother level.
Yeah. All right, so your character's supposed to die in this episode, so we're actually gonna like kill you. What?
I mean, to be fair, that has accidentally happened before. Some people do die on set.
So like this woman who's like assistant to the commander, like she makes some tea. And, like, the tea is just like, "This is the warmest, too much sugar in it!" And, like, he starts, like, beating her, and she's like, "There has to be to the very letter!" And it's like, "Yeah, the fuck out of my sight," or whatever. And then we find out that, like, she's, like, the older sister of the kid that they, like, helped out that almost got run over by the truck. So she, like, helps them escape. And so then they find, like, this town, like, this little area where all these humans are. And it's like, "Oh, like, why'd you bring these guys here? Like, you're gonna get us killed." And it's like, "Well, they're gonna die if, like, we don't help them." And then, like, the commander and the general show up, and, like, it just, like, Soga gets shot or something like that. But then, like, I didn't notice, like, if he got knocked out or anything, because you just see Dan, like, roll next to him and then just turn into Ultraseven, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, Soga didn't notice that at all? Sure. Cool." I guess he was too busy realizing he got shot.
And then, this is probably the best scene in the episode. Ultraseven goes on a fucking killing spree.
Yeah, it's like when you're playing like an open world sandbox game and you have cheats and you just decide, "No, I'm not going to follow the story of the sandbox game. I'm just going to get unlock cheats to get all the best weapons, fly around, and just destroy the environment." So literally Ultraseven just goes around and just fucking blowing up everything in sight. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
But just, alright, how are we going to start off this giant massacre? He just burst out the building like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's like,
you just transformed beside Soga. Like, you could have killed him.
Don't worry. There's a simple explanation for this, and there is. But it just, he destroys the general center, which apparently it was earlier said that, like, that's the home base for everything, for like TV, movies, like education, all that. So it's the Walmart building.
Yeah, it's the Walmart building.
Or
you are the heart of Walmart, the consumer.
Oh fuck! What's that place? Costco. It's the Costco.
Yeah.
But like, he's destroying buildings. He zaps all the ships down. Oh, some of the ships got away. The fuck you did? Jumps into space with his wide shot. It's not genocide because they're robots.
Yeah, they're robots. It's fine. But
it's robots. They're fine.
So, like, yeah, and then, like, they get back home safely, and, like, the rest of the fucking Ultra Guard's just like, "Well, maybe you just dreamt it." And Dan's like, "No. It was real. All of it." Dun, dun, dun.
But that's the thing. Was it, though? I sort of like how they do question it of, it could have all just been a dream.
Yeah, you could have just hallucinated from it in the ship.
Like it's, I like that. I really like that. How it all could have just been a dream.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a little jab at an environmental message. At the end with Soga being like, "Man, we're using up too much of the Earth. The Earth's a being too.
So, Anne's hair is short again. That bothers the fuck out of me. Why? Like, I think you told me, like, last time, she was like, oh, yeah, they probably filmed that, like, before or whatever like that. And it's just like, but then why is her hair short again?
Okay, so I do have the broadcast list up. Or
Okay.
the episode guide. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at the production order. This episode is one of the rare occasions where it's the 43rd episode released, but it was also the 43rd episode in production.
Hmm.
And in the other two episodes where Anne had the long hair were episodes 42 and 41 in production order. Meaning, yeah, she went from going from long hair to short hair. But get this, episode 38, The Courageous Battle, she had short hair. But that was production order number 40. Meaning, she went from short hair to long hair, then back to short hair.
So, I guess they must have had, like, a pause between filming or something for a bit.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm so obsessed with this. It just that kind of shit bothers me.
It just bothers it just bothers you because okay, she has long hair. That's fine. She had short hair. It gradually grows over time because that's hair. But then it's back to the way it was.
Like nothing happened. Like
I know.
We noticed people.
I know this is an episodic story where not every episode interconnects with one another. So you just gotta go with it, but still.
Yeah. So yeah, like this episode was cool. It was just like I just loved Ultraseven just fucking dope.
Well, this is directed by, the kaiju play guy himself, freaking Akiko Jishio or Jisoji.
Oh.
He also did Targeted Town. And honestly, I think this is his best work.
Yeah.
Like, I liked some of the effect shots that they did, like when they walk into the commander's room and like it's just the optical effect that the room just keeps going. I like some of the camera angles that they were doing, how they were following it. It gave you sort of a suspenseful feeling of like, this place doesn't feel right.
It's this really cool shot where like you see like the general guy or something, like he walks into the shot and then like the camera like turns around him to like face like where he's looking out onto, and that was a really nice shot. So I was like, I didn't expect a shot like that in like 1968. So I was like, that's cool. But yeah, so then we get to episode 44, the terrifying super ape man.
He's not an ape. He has a tail.
Monkeys! A lot of monkeys. A lot of monkeys.
Hey, did you see Planet of the Apes?
Yes.
Someone at the studio also did and was like, I want to make a Planet of the Apes movie. But for Ultraseven.
I feel like this should have been a more like King Kong referenced episode, especially when you have like a giant ape monster. You have a woman character named Anne. That was the name of the chick in King Kong.
Oh god, yeah. They missed out on the perfect chance.
Like the alien could have grabbed her and like put her on a building or something like that, and then it would have been great. Like you would have had the Ultra Guard flying in with their ships going like doo doo, and like Ultraseven like, and you just have Ultraseven. That would have been the perfect fucking moment to reference King Kong, but they didn't do it. Fucked up. Wrong movie, guys. Wrong movie.
That's the title of this episode. Wrong movie.
Yeah, but that would have been so much cooler. But anyway, so like, basically, there's this alien named Alien Goron. It has this really stupid fucking voice. Like I heard it, I just was like, oh no, oh god.
Same guy that voiced the very first alien, Ultraseven.
Oh. But yeah, he has this. His plan is apparently to use this brainwashing device to, like, switch the brainwaves from humans to primates, and then turn the humans into like super ape men. And so he brainwashes these two scientists to like start working on it. So they make this like this one guy his name's Gory.
Yeah, Gory.
This Gory gorilla, and like he can't talk or anything, but like he has like a cool like werewolf transformation in the beginning because he has like these 2 chickens, and like that's where I knew this episode was going to be weird because it's just like this guy holding 2 chickens in either hand, and the cops are like, "Did you steal those?
Where did you get the chicken?
Where'd you get this from?"
They're still alive. Because like when he drops them, you see them walking around. It's like those chickens are still alive.
Yeah, they're fine. And then he just turns into this ape dude, and he's like, he like runs off. He kills one of the fucking officers.
He kills both of them.
Oh, he does kill both of them. I only saw the one.
Yeah, no, it was and like 2 eyewitnesses see, and it's like we saw this ape man thing kill these officers. So a roaming gorilla is now attacking people, but you don't understand. It has human blood.
And I love this nice transition shot where they had this close up of like Furuhashi's face, and then it just faded into like a monkey's face, and I was like, I was like, that's funny.
Yeah, so they go to the Ann and Dan.
Ann and Dan, because of course it has to be those 2.
They go to the Monkey Center, which is a real place in Japan.
Oh yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, it is called the Japanese Monkey Center, and it opened in 1956, located in Uyama City.
I want to go to the Japanese Monkey Center.
Oh, yeah. Everyone wants to go to Akihabara. Everyone wants to go to Mount Fuji. Everyone wants to go to Tokyo. Me, I want to go to the Japanese Monkey Center. I want to see the monkeys.
Yeah, I want to see if those monkeys are still alive.
Well, I don't think the monkeys that are in this episode are still alive. But knowing how monkeys breed, it's probably their like great-grandchildren.
Let's see.
Are you looking up the average lifespan of a monkey?
Yeah,
It's at least 20, 25.
Okay, like 20 year lifespan.
Yeah,
so it would have died in like the 80s.
Yeah, because I looked into that with Caesar when I was watching Planet of the Apes. I was like how, like, what's the average lifespan for? It's like 20 years, 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're like going around stuff, and then like one point, like Gory, he gets like bitten by one of the monkeys, and he's like, and so like Anne like immediately like patches him up, and it's like it's fine. So then like that they're doing that kind of thing where like he kind of has like a soft spot for her because like she helped him. So that's why I thought they were going into like the King Kong kind of direction, and then they didn't, and I was like really disappointed.
Which is weird to think because that was one of Eiji Tsuburai's most favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Nope, Planet of the Apes. And it's like, oh, you're just assuming because it came out the same year. No, in 2012 they stated, yeah, Planet of the Apes. We got inspiration from Planet of the Ultraseven on Planet of the Apes.
Oh God. Yeah, just replace the Statue of Liberty at the end with just a fucking Ultraman.
There's the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. So then we get to see what Alien Goron looks like, and it's just this. It's literally just a gorilla costume with a long blonde wig on, and it's the laziest thing I've ever seen.
I wonder if this was the inspiration for the Super Saiyan form.
Oh God, I hope not.
You know how? Because they mentioned a golden giant ape. It's gold.
No.
It's a giant ape.
No.
I just want to replace footage now with Dragon Ball Z when Vegeta mentions it. It's just this guy fighting Ultraseven.
Oh God. Like, it's stupid, and he can like teleport or go invisible or something.
Oh, he knows
then,
instant transmission.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like Toriyama was like watching this episode as a kid, and he was just like, "Oh my fucking God, I run this down."
Was Toriyama a kid when this came out? Hang on, Tori.
He was born in 1955, so he would have been 13 when Ultraseven.
Oh my God, it's possible.
Yeah. God. And so yeah, like he can teleport, he can go invisible or something. So like we actually got this really cool shot where Ultraseven, like he's like holding his eye slugger in his hand like a fucking knife. So that was super cool. I like that. But he throws it and like he hits somebody, doesn't cut him or anything like that. But then like
he falls.
He falls and then he's in pieces. Like you just see like his head on the ground and stuff like that, and like his body's in pieces. I'm like, what?
But you missed the best part. He knocked out Ultraseven and just started dragging him by the legs.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did do that. Oh, it's so stupid.
Like, I see this, and now I'm also thinking, I wonder if the giant apes that we saw in Dyna are meant to be this. Like
maybe they're a reference to that.
Yeah, like a reference to that. With all the Heisei...
He did. Well, because he said that all like the Heisei kaijus were based off of like the main timeline.
Like not all of them, but some of them. And also, you also have to remember during the 90s there were a bunch of Heisei Ultraseven stuff. So who knows? Maybe they were just like, hey, Ultraseven's on the mind. Giant apes. Giant apes that are monkeys.
But like this, like I'll show a picture of it. But like, oh my god, like I think Green Mons is a better monster than this thing. Like I thought this was so lazy. I'm like, you just put a wig on a fucking gorilla suit. I think Gory just like died.
Yeah, I think he did.
I
don't remember what happened to him. I think. Oh
yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. I remember. Okay, so Anne was running away from the Japanese Monkey Center to go get help.
Oh, the boat!
The boat!
Yeah, and like they're like,
Gory.
Take me down here, because Dan's like, no, don't go that way. Like, take the river. The river will get you to safety. And so she's on the boat, and then fucking, you see like the guy rowing the boat is Gory, and he's like,
yeah, because Gory cut the spark plugs in the pointer.
Yeah, so they couldn't get out.
Yeah, so they couldn't leave. Oh my god! And then I remember she was being chased. And, like, the other Ultra Guard members come in, which that was also a good shot of, like, the Ultra Hawk flying in. And, like, they just come here. Gory's up on the hill, wearing the outfit still. And I just fucking love it. Furuhashi. just straight up Indiana Jones this shit.
Oh, man.
Just pulls out the gun and kills him.
And yeah, so
they're trying to make this a dramatic and sad emotional thing, but I just can't help but laugh because the next scene is with Goron freaking carrying Ultraseven by the legs.
Oh. And then just ends with like the professors being okay and the monkeys are all safe. And...
Oh my god!
Yay!
I was a bit shocked because the episode ends with an extreme close-up shot of the monkey screaming, and then it freeze frames on it, and I was disturbed by that. I'm like, ugh, scary monkey.
Oh, I forgot. Like at the end of episode 43, it ends with like freaking Dan and Soga like in these like they're like wooden sandals, and it's like they throw it in the air, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, okay, it must be some Japanese culture reference I'm not getting, but okay.
Also, according to that previous episode, it's the year 2000.
Oh.
Yeah. According to the Rocket Scorpion, it's the year 2000.
No, it's not the year 2000. Wait, so if Ultraman was supposed to be 1993...
Yeah, it lines
7 years later. Huh?
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. It's 7 years later. That's not what the year 2000 looks like. I'm so sorry, Subaraya. Cricket Guard's like, I'm done. Nope. Ultraman's over.
Oh no.
Yeah, you said the year 2000. I'm like, wasn't Ultraman 1993? So that means this takes place 7 years after Ultraman.
Honestly, the best scene in the episode, though, it wasn't even meant to be in this episode. When Anne's hiding from the professor, you see in the glass reflection the crew behind the camera. Just standing around. Like you see the figures of them, and you're like, they're just pointing around being like, okay, you go there. That. Just, oh my. That was unintentional, but I just was laughing my ass off about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't have chosen a better angle?
So, like, this episode wasn't bad. It was funny.
It's one of those things of, like, if you're with a bunch of friends, it'll be that funny episode.
Oh, but we haven't hit the real funny yet. So, here, let's go into Dyna. So, episode 42, Ephemeral Dream.
I thought it meant dream as in goals. It wasn't until 15 minutes in when it finally picked... Oh, it's dream as in sleep dream.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize it was a dream until Asuka actually, like, woke up out of bed, and I was like, oh. But anyways, so, apparently, they have a new weapon prototype that's on Mars.
The Spacium Cannon.
Called the Spacium Cannon, which I was like, why does that sound so familiar? And then when they actually showed it firing, it fired fucking Ultraman's Spacium Ray. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, because in Ultraman episode 2, Cap mentioned to Hoshino that, you know, the Spacium Ray originates from Mars because of the Spacium energy.
Mm-hmm.
All the way back in Ultraman.
All connects.
It all comes back to Ultraman.
So Asuka and Mai are appointed to pick up the weapon from Mars in like a shuttle, but Mai doesn't want to go because
of reasons.
You know, she has a boyfriend.
Did she say boyfriend?
She said she had a boyfriend, and so he was like, well, if you want to go on endless dates with him every day, then you have to do this mission. Like. Nakajima, with like great comedic timing, just goes like, well, like aliens will be interested in getting this, so like you gotta watch out for that. Immediately a fucking aliens attack.
And that marks my cue. I am Zoka, the Regulian General. Yes, Regulian. In which we saw him before in Tiga. He was in episode 7.
Oh?
Yeah, the episode of Reina's dad.
Oh, yeah.
But apparently it's not the same suit, so it's like, you guys spent money to make a new suit for this kaiju, or for this alien that does nothing this episode.
We get this long fucking sequence of just, like, everyone going off in, like...
battle stations.
Their ships and launching and stuff like that, and, like, they all go, and, like, they're fighting these, like, fear ships, and, like, they're fighting, like, the couple get past freaking, I think it was Kiri or Kari or whatever, which one. He's like, sorry! He's like crashing or whatever like that.
It was one of the two.
It's so, like, Asuka and Mai, like, he's just like, alright, like, Asuka, like, Mai, you guys gotta go do this, and it's just like, oh,
gotta go Mars.
You look over at Mai. Mai's just like giving Asuka this face, like, no, fuck you. Mai agrees.
I didn't say that.
Just cuts her off. Communication stuff. We're kind of on what's going on, Mai.
Well, no, I didn't say.
So they go to Mars. There's Hori.
I had to double check. I'm like, that's not Hori.
It is Hori.
That's not Hori. Look into it. That's Hori.
So yeah, so he developed the Spacium Cannon. But he had to like connect it with this like robot he made.
The Mountain Gulliver 5.
MG5 for short.
Or it's like, we didn't ask for the name. Shut up.
Fuck you. There's only one design flaw though. What? We made the cockpit too small. What? Yeah, so only one person can fit in it, like a really small person. Like you, Mai. But what? It's like, cuts to her already fucking in it. So like the cockpit's terrible because like there's like wires everywhere and like the pedals and stuff. Like you have to like put like your legs up like really awkwardly to like control it. She's like, why are the brakes on the left? It's like, and it's this really like stupid looking robot. Like it kind of looks like an Ultraman, but not really. And like, Like to get launched, it has to like go down this like ski ramp.
I think that was when I realized, oh, this is a dream.
No, I didn't. I didn't the whole time. Like I just was like, what the fuck is happening?
You're telling me the TPC spent billions of dollars for a skateboard ramp in Mars?
So it was weird too, because when like the thing's going down the ramp, you see there's like an operator guy outside without like a helmet on and stuff, and I'm like, wait, how's that guy breathing? They're on Mars. There's no oxygen.
That's what you
like,
think.
So it launches off, and so like he becomes back with like the rest of the Super Guts group, and like they're talking and stuff like that, and then we see like the Rigurnian general, whatever.
Zoka.
But like he's like. Yeah, he's like he has like a figure of himself, and he's like talking with the figure, and like he's talking about this plan about like this giant meteor-sized bomb or whatever like that, and like he's just ignoring them. It's like, okay, we gotta figure out this plan. It's like, so then like this Mars defense ship tries to like stop the comet, like the bomb, but like it just crashes into it and blows them up. So it's like pointless. And so, Hori mentions to Maya, oh, you can only use the spacium cannon 3 times, and it's short range. And it's like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Do you have any other weapons? No.
And then Asuka's back on Mars, and he's like, give me a jet, give me something. Sorry, we're all out. Looks at a monitor. What about those 4 guts wings? Oh, no, can't.
Then just Reyna shows up. Oh, I'm part of the Kitty Patrol. Those are our fighters. We're gonna go. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Aren't you like a mother? So she goes off with her fucking like squadron, and like they're fighting, and so then like Mai starts like punching fucking ships at this guy. She uses the spacium ray to destroy like a whole shit ton of them, which yeah, like it looks like the spacium ray from Ultraman. So it has same beam effect, same sound effect too, and I loved it.
I sort of like the design of it, how like it has to be like flung around to be. Oh, cool.
So then Asuka, she's like, hey, like stops like a guy. She's like, what about that one? Oh, that's the one you crashed on in like the first episode or whatever like that.
I would have laughed if he said first episode.
Yeah, that's what I. So then, like, he's like, Asuka's coming. I'm coming. Just flying really slowly.
Slowly drifting in space. But then it gets better. The Art Desi shows up with space pirates led by Shinjo and Munakata.
He's got like a fucking like eye patch. Shinjo and the rest of everyone is just dressed up as pirates, and I'm sitting here like he's playing like a trumpet to introduce himself, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
And you know me, I'm like, okay, who are those guys in the background? All 4 of them are suit actors.
Oh.
Yeah, you have Kazuya Shimizu, who is Ultraman Dyna. Koji Nakamura, who is Ultraman Tiga. He's also Dyna Flash and Strong type. And I didn't realize he was also Gozmo, the metal dopant from the Double movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Koji Mimura, who was a few monsters in Dyna, but he's known more for being like Tricera Ranger, Gal Silver, Shurikenger, Abra Blue, and then he moved on to Power Rangers to be Redbot and Scrozzle.
Oh, wow.
And then lastly, there's Toshimika, which so many monsters, I can't list them all, but he was Dyna Dragon in Gridman.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, all of them heavy hitter tokusatsu, like, suit actors. Which I think that's clever for like, we need extras. Fuck it, get the suit actors.
So then Asuka turns into Dyna and
but,
like...
Oh no, you missed it though. While he's floating in space, it just cuts to him getting beaten up by Raguni and like 2 others. It's like, what? What? And then he turns into Dyna.
And so he like turns to like Strong to like try to like push the meteor back or whatever like that, and like Gulliver comes in to help too. Just yells as Asuka's voice to Maya like, Maya, like, what the fuck?
Maya,
like,
get out of here.
that voice.
I was expecting Dyna to cover up his mouth and be like, no.
The funniest thing was, though, just like a rock hits fucking Dyna's head, and he's just like, and you just see him like knock himself out, and then you just see his color timer just start going up. I don't know why, that just fucking killed me. I thought it was so goddamn funny.
But yeah, like Maya in the Gulliver outfit just turns over and just starts shaking Dyna. Like, Dyna, Asuka, wake up! And then, like, it realizes Asuka went back to sleep after hitting his alarm.
Yeah.
And
yep.
I can't believe it. We made the jokes, we made the jokes, people, of, I'm not Tiga, I'm not Dyna. The show literally has Asuka shout out, I'm not Dyna. And it's like, of course you're not Dyna. Well, get dressed.
Yeah, well, but then they look outside, they hear something outside, they look outside, they missed the shuttle launch.
Oops!
And you see it like spiral out of the sky, and maybe he's like, what the
imbeciles!
Yeah, and then just ends, and I'm just sitting there like, because like I just thought it was such a weird thing that was going on, and then it just, oh, it was a dream all along. Okay.
I was expecting Tiga to show up, but now that I'm thinking about it, no. Hanajiro as like a planet-sized kaiju comes in. Hanajiro. Like such a reverb because he's so big, just swats the meteorite out of the way. It's just so Hanajiro. You see Hanajiro licking Asuka as he's sleeping.
So this was like probably the best and weirdest episode of Ultraman Dyna I've ever seen.
It's up there. You know, it's up there in the top 5 best episodes.
Yeah, it was super funny. It was so funny. It's just mine's just like freaking. She can't like I liked when she got back to, and it's like, oh no, the space team cannon was destroyed. Mine's like,
what about me? I have a gash on my head.
Boy, bro, I'm gonna get laid. It won't be here.
And we all have to thank Kyoto Kawasaki, who is not only the writer of this episode, but was also the director and the special effects director of this episode. Oh, and did I forget to mention, he's the only guy to do this in the franchise. Ever.
Wow.
He is the only guy in the 55-year history of this franchise who did all 3 at once.
Damn. Well, it paid off. This is a really good episode. So, after that episode, you know, I guess the writers of Dyna were just like, you know what, let's have a more serious, down-to-earth kind of episode. And finally, we got a really good Hibiki-focused episode. And it's actually really fucking good. So, episode 43, Captain Ashinaga, which I'm guessing that's his name?
Nope. According to the translation, Ashinaga is a Japanese word for old man. It's basically anonymous.
Oh.
You know how some people like sincerely anonymous?
Anonymous, yeah.
Yeah, anonymous. Ashinaga meant like old man.
Okay. But yeah, so this is about Hibiki around, I guess, like a flashback to like episode 1 of Tiga, where like
17.
17? Okay.
Yeah. You know, the episode where Tiga
yeets... that was the one Yeats goes into the mountain. That's right.
Yeah. So, you know, alright, there's 50 points there because it ties back to Tiga. And it shows us it from a different perspective. Okay, this episode already wins.
So Hibiki like was around when Golza attacked for like the second time, and he decides, oh, I need to go help like some people. So he decides he just gets to a jeep, fucking drives off, tries to go help, and Golza like sees him and tries to kill him.
Yeah, he freaking calls out the original Guts team, saying that there's no one competent on that team. And it's just like, oh, the irony.
Yeah.
It's also just weird seeing Hibiki in the standard TPC uniform.
Yeah, and he had like a helmet on, like aviator sunglasses. But then like his partner goes after him as well, but he gets killed, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's no chance of survival. Godzilla blew the fuck out of that Jeep.
Yeah. So after, like, he feels super fucking bad about what happened, and then, like, this little girl just comes out of nowhere and, like, hands him, like, a little thing of flowers.
Oh, yeah,
And he's like, oh, thank you. Yeah, Haruna.
Yeah, Haruna.
Yeah, Haruna. And he's like, oh, well, thank you. Like, that's so nice of you. Well, where's your dad? Your mom? No. So both her parents were killed when Godzilla attacked.
And what does Hibiki do? Hugs her. Because it's just...
Holds her hand. Looks at the sunset.
Sends her cards on Christmas and on her birthday.
It's like, I thought this was going to be like a thing where, like, he adopted her, which I think that would have been, like, a bit more meaningful.
Think of it this way. He already has a daughter.
That's right.
She's roughly a few years younger than Haruno is.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why he broke down. Knowing that his daughter could have ended up the same way that day.
Yeah.
Could have ended up without a dad. And that's why he just started breaking down. So it's like the layers. The layers of depth you have to go.
He's thinking about all that while having, like, a sparring session of kendo with Asuka, and, like, he's trying to tell Asuka, he's like you have too much anger in you. Like, don't let anger control your life. Like, you have to learn to control that anger, and you'll be stronger.
When you learn to control your anger, you will become stronger as a person.
Yeah,
that is the actual line. Because I'm like, that does not deserve to be in an Ultraman episode. But you know what? It does. Because again, I like to point out, all the people that don't watch Ultraman, giant monsters, rubber suit, go pew pew.
Yeah, no. And what's interesting is when they find out that, like, Godzilla's back, like, Hibiki just kind of, like, he doesn't do anything where he, like, stops and, like, he's, like, having, like, Vietnam flashbacks to like, his time in the TPC. He's just, like, me, like, all right, let's go assess the situation. And I'm just like, oh, wow, yeah, no, he's just moving forward. And so Haruno, we also see, she's grown up now, and, like, she's still thinking about Hibiki. It's like, oh man, like, he's so cool and awesome, and you want to see him again. Then, like, it's not really explained if they recognize each other. Like, Hibiki obviously does, but, like, it's kind of up in the air. Haruna remembers him?
Well, remember, little kid wearing aviators, wearing the generic TPC uniform. It's sort of hard to, like, that could have just been one random person.
But Hibiki knows, because like he sees like how passionate she is. Because, like, as she got older, you can see, and especially in this episode, she's a very strong character because she just wants to help people. Like, she's making sure to defend the children and stuff like that, and they're trying to look for these kids and, like, this pilot and, like
the three typical average kids wanted to see the volcano erupt.
No, if I want to see an active volcano, I'll watch it on TV.
Maintenance Chief Mukai gets shot down. Don't worry, he'll be fine. He's Ultraman.
Yeah, apparently he's Ultraman Jack's reactor.
And he was also Ultraseven in episodes 14, 15, where he fought King Joe.
Wow. So Godzilla comes back, and it's Godzilla 2, the second generation. He looks dope.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell he's, like, beefier, he's more armored and stuff like that. Like, his skin's more kind of hardened. It looks really fucking cool.
Apparently, they just took the Fire Godzilla suit from the original show, replaced the head, and just padded him up more.
Yeah, no, I like it. It looks super cool. He decimates a whole fucking bunch of tanks. Like, kills a lot of people.
Oops.
Because, like, he's an unstoppable force. Like, once you get Godzilla going, you can't stop him.
But there's no real confirmation of whether or not this is the same Godzilla, or it's just, by chance, another Godzilla that was laying dormant.
Yeah, because they kind of just, like, throw a line in there where it's like, oh, yeah, someone got, like, their hands on Godzilla's cells and then possibly revived him, and I'm like, okay, that was just kind of a throw in line. I'm like,
it could have been the alien spheres. Who
yeah,
knows?
like they even say that, and it's like, nah, who knows? So I just think they didn't write like a really good reason why Godzilla came back. So
But you know what? I don't care. It's Godzilla.
yeah, Godzilla's great.
And the fact
Usually,
that
honestly, first episode Ultraman kaiju's, because like you always say, like they usually always have to be like original, right?
yeah, they usually, especially nowadays, they usually try to make them like original and iconic.
They're usually really cool because we had like Gregory and Rue. We had fucking who's the one you like in X?
Oh, Damaga.
Yeah, Damaga. You like Damaga a lot.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Godzilla.
Hmm.
But then, like, the higher-ups were like, no, this is a new show. We need to promote a brand new kaiju.
Yeah. I miss Gregory.
I also miss Gregory. Gregory in all of his forms. Like, Gregory Regina.
The Raiden one that we got in Zed, which was fucking cool.
All right.
Yeah, Gogeta Raiden. That was fucking awesome.
But yeah, they find the three kids and start making their way down the mountain.
Yeah, Hibiki gets fucked up at one point. Like at one point, like we get this cool shot of him like running, like with like a fucking rifle in hand. There's explosions, and I'm just like, yeah, Hibiki, go. And then he gets like knocked off a mountain. He starts like fucking rolling. At one point, I saw a shot though where like you could see like it's obviously a stunt actor because like his hair is like a bit wavier than like Hibiki's hair because Hibiki has like shorter gelled back hair. So I thought that was really funny that like I was like, oh, it's a stuntman. It's not gonna have Hibiki's actor actually do that.
But of course, once the kids and Haruna are safe, Asuka runs back to turn to Dyna. But yeah, and it's just like he's having a hard time fighting Godzilla because more padded, more beef,
more power,
more power, more power.
Godzilla.
So Dyna just he taps into the force or something. I don't know because the force let go of your anger.
Or he was just thinking about his words, and so then like you see him like get up, and he's just like, "All right, fucking beat the shit out of you."
Takes him out in 2 shots, just slice across the waist, then Soulget beam into the chest. Not like he didn't explode.
Yeah, because no, he just kind of collapsed onto the ground, and then
dead.
It's like, cool, my work's done. Shut.
Now we can use the suit again.
Yo, can we get Mecha Godzilla?
Mecha Godzilla versus Mecha Gomora. You're looking up if there's a Cyber Godzilla, isn't there?
Yes. Cause... Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, that's dope. There we go, Cyber Godzilla.
Oh, damn, that does look sick.
No, all the Cyber Kaijus are fucking... Oh, that's Cyber Fire Godzilla.
Yeah, because he has the X scar across his chest.
Yeah. Oh, no, all the Cyber Kaijus are fucking dope.
I'm hoping
super cool.
I'm hoping for when they do an ultra replica of the X Divisor, it comes with like all the cards for like all the cyber kaijus that they did.
Wow, yeah, no, Godzilla's cool, man. Wait, for like one of the Heisei kaijus, I'm glad he's like, gotten represented, gotten good rep. But yeah, so, and then we get this nice shot where, like, you can tell it's just Hibiki on the fucking green screen.
The green screen hill!
Yeah, it's the green screen hill. But yeah, no, this was a really great episode, like, cause, like, again, we got interesting concept, lazy and silly, really fucking weird and silly, but awesome, and then, like, a really nice, serious down to very personal episode. And I was like, yeah.
Hibiki gets probably his last character focus episode series. Because this is episode 43.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah. It sort of makes him come full circle a bit of like, just look how far he's actually come.
Dude, I've been since day fucking 1. Like, ever since he first showed up in Dyna, like, episode 1, I was like, no, I fucking love this guy. Super cool. Now, can we just get like, another Rio episode? Because, she's not that great.
Yeah, I think Rio's probably not going to get much done until the finale.
No, I miss Reina.
But I guess that wraps up this episode of Ultraranger. This has been Ultraranger, episode 164. Wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
And we will see you all next time. And until then, schwa for now.
Schwa for now.